taking on the Miami Dolphins. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They'll fake the jet sweep, and now it's Jackson on play action. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Play action. Now Jackson. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. First carry for Derrick Henry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Jackson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. He finds Wilson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Garrett Wilson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Tua. And that will get me off target and incomplete. Nick Westbrook-Akine, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run here with a rookie. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
All right, come on. Ready, team, wait it.
Tua sets up to pass it. And it's caught. Touchdown. Nick Westbrook-Akine from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
He's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Ravens.
They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his right. And out of bounds right around the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Henry up the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7-7, our score after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Real quick, ready?
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 3 at the Dolphins' 4-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line. because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a first or a second seed come playoff time.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Now Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance, but in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming
to a hit in the ball zone. And does the big boy have the juice? And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only ability to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Open man, Westbrook Aquino. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Not like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for the Dolphins. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
So they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up.
Mike Green, he's the one that drops in this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker. 2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now a 2nd and 6. Jackson now. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Play action. It's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And they're on 35-yard line.
First of all, you ain't got long enough. You ain't strong enough. So whatever it is, they got you thinking that
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Watch it, Oscar.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The 50-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. The slot man in motion right. After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Inside handoff, Henry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Tagovailoa, and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
21G, 21G.
Hand off to Achane to begin the drive.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Rolling to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a 1st down.
Miami Dolphins.
21G.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready.
Tua going to throw.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Solo left Zion. Get set. Hey.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Mike Green, his 2nd sack of the night.
A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
The current formula is not working right now. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
20 TX. Go ahead. Get on.
On play action, here's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Mike Green able to record his 5th sack of the season.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Looking to pass. Tua. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Just chopped that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Hey, come on, two. Ready.
Madison is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Devon Achane taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Here's Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's second down.
Again to Henry. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
And a Raven first down.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Miami. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Jackson.
His throw caught at about the 5. The end result, 21 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Mike Green. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide.
But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain